Let's take a look at the H2000 here on the left and the GWG 2000 on the right. Now, they're obviously quite different watches, but it's just a bit of fun just to compare two different G-Shocks. Now, on the H2000, the top right button simply turns the light on. Obviously, on the GWG 2000, the top right
bottom light
takes you to the compass. There is no middle button here, but you get a button over here on the left, rather than on the GWG 2000, the button's over on the right, or the crown. The sensors are opposite each other, and interestingly, there is one thing where these two are very similar in, and that's they both have either red or orangey snarly teeth for a sensor. The bottom right button on the GWG 2000, that takes us to the altimeter, and the bottom right on this one is a back button because everything is pretty much done with this button over here on the left. The bottom left button on the GWG, all the different few options that you get. Basically your barometer, thermometer, stopwatch, timer, alarm, world time. The bottom left, that is the one that you use to select your options.
Heart rate, blood oxygen, breathing exercise, cardio, life log, nightly recharge, activity log, almanac, compass, altimeter, barometer, world time, timer, stopwatch.
And your notification center. The top left-hand button on the GWG 2000 cycles through various options in the display, primarily the date, the time, barometer and date. The top left does your options but the other direction. And when you press the enter button,
your activities:
walking, interval training, running, biking, pool swimming, open water swimming, trail running, and then back to walking.
Customizable in the app.
And when you press that again, that takes you to the GPS. So we're not going to go into GPS in this video.
This is a sports tracker, not a navigation tool. This has no navigation at all.
Okay, well, it's just typical. The battery has died, and I don't obviously have a battery in the middle of the Lake District, but the width of that is 52 millimeters. GWG 2000, 53 millimeters. I've not got my glasses on, but it's a little bit wider, isn't it? The depth, 17 millimeters at the thickest part, is about 15 millimeters. The GWG 2000 is marginally slimmer by about 2 millimeters. There's not much in it, but teeny weeny bit there. The lug distance there is 30 millimeters, and on that one, that's much bigger, is about 35 millimeters there. The lugs on the GWG 2000, or at least the strap there, is clearly, you know, wider. There's not a huge amount in it. The GWG 2000 looks a little bit bigger.
Both crystals are 35 millimeters. The GWG 2000 just looks bigger because the length of the case is a little bit longer, but the width is very similar.
There's only 2 millimeters in it, but the GWG looks substantially bigger. I think what's making it bigger is the you know, literally the face is much bigger, whereas I think on the H2000 a lot of space is lost with, I'm guessing, the solar ring around there. So whilst there's not a huge amount of difference in the actual case, the face of the GWG 2000, you know, is substantially bigger. Legibility Both are very, very legible. You know, clearly whichever angle you put the GWG 2000, you can see it. And legibility of the H2000, as you can see in any direction, is exceptionally good there. The other difference, of course, is the H2000, when you're able to, will go flat, whereas the GWG, you know, it's fixed. You can't, you know, it can only go down like that. You have G-Shock written at the top.
The H2000 does not have multiband 6, which of course the GWG 2000 does. However, the H2000 of course has a heart rate monitor. It has 6 sensors and of course GPS. The GWG 2000 has an altimeter, barometer and compass. The countdown timer is just 60 minutes. You have a built-in thermometer, just remember to take it off your wrist. And the H2000 has GPS and these built-in sensors: magnetic, compass, pressure, atmospheric altitude, accelerometer and gyrometer, accelerometer for step counter, triple sensor, direction, altimeter, a barometric pressure, and of course the compass, and a thermometer reading. And it also has a step counter. You could safely dive in both of these if you were able to do so to 200 meters.
Obviously the buttons on the GWG 2000 are stainless steel, and the buttons on the H2000 look like some sort of composite plastic. The enter button is the only one that seems to be, you know, metallic. I'm not going to go into the details of what this watch does in this video. I'll save that for its own video. I do hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please do like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button to all. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks very much for watching.